looking from a 3D perspective of like a screen, like a round screen. And when I look down in it, I can see all of the me's, all of the different me's all at one time operating. And at the very top of that, this is like a hologram that I'm seeing right now, but at the top is like a round ball sitting on the top of this sphere, and it shines down rays into all of the different me's, the different bodies, and they don't all look alike. They all look different. They can different races, different species, and from the ball of light shines down to frequencies, and the frequencies go into the beings that are me, because it all comes from this same ball of frequency that is me. And I can change my perspective or change my vessel, my vehicle, by changing which frequency ray that I'm experiencing at the moment, because they're all me at one time. They're me.
Is the goal to merge all of these together?
Eventually all will merge. All will merge back to the same, to the source. But this is an experimentation in the human race as it stands today. What's going on with me in this body is to make activation of DNA that's latent, what people would call junk DNA. It's not. It's just not activated in most people. But they can work together. There was too many people or a lot of people who manipulated genetics in human beings. And now all these different cell structures and alien DNA are in human beings. We all have it. So somebody had the idea to try and use the best qualities of all of that together and make one thing. So that's what's going on with people. It's happening to a lot of people. I'm just being given the opportunity to see this holographic image of my soul self, this spark of who I am, and as it shines down into all of these different beings that exist at one time.
Ask about the human race, and before the DNA was tampered with, ask about that. Like, where did they, if they know where they come from, what was the creation process?
Well, they don't look like we do now. We're different. We're different. There's been many different models of human being on this planet. There's already other humans out there that are far more advanced than we are on other planets. So they were some taken and put here from other places to see what would happen, to watch it grow, and if it didn't work, to adjust it more.
Like planting a seed?
Like planting a seed, or with each generation manipulate to change the appearance or the functionality. Or the ones that I'm seeing right now they were smaller than we are, smaller in stature, and their heads are more elongated than humans today. And they have a darker skin tone. And the men don't look very much different from the women. But there was something about them that wasn't quite in tune with the planet or with the environment. They had to be adjusted to be able to survive because they weren't surviving very well here. It's like taking other DNA from other creatures and putting it into what would be considered the human that I'm talking about, to make it hardier, to make it be able to survive on this planet, to make it a mammal, I guess. I don't know. So giving it local DNA as well would help it adapt to the environment, just like any other planet. Our environments are all different. So even though we're all human, there may be DNA, local DNA in each population that makes it unique from the next one just because of where they live.
Is that the experiment?
There are many, many experiments going on that have been going on forever and ever. That's just one of the experiments. There's always an experiment. And it's not just one group or another group. There's many agendas with that, with the experimentation, some in cooperation with each other and some not in cooperation, maybe done more covertly. But there's always and will be attempts to manipulate and change life forms because they can.